Greetings guys, Huge here. So today I'm featuring the Monsgeek M1, which is I think going to be not really my final build, but this is what I settled with. I was gonna go with the AKKO white on black MDA profile keycaps, but I received this from the Q1 Pro purchase. I bought some keycaps. These are PBT keycaps from Keychron, and I like it better than the white on black AKKO keycaps. So I decided to go with these, their cherry profile, which I prefer. So here we are. And together I'm using the AKKO Jelly Black switches. And these are, I think, 55 grams. So it's a little light for me, but 50 grams actually. And they're linear. They're not as tacky as I thought, or thocky, I mean, but I guess they're in the middle. They're deep sounding, but I believe when I tried it on the AKKO, which has no foam, no PE foam, nothing, it was clacky. So anyway, so for this build I used the FR4 plate that I received. So this has an FR4 plate, not a PC plate. I removed all the foams and used tape mod, and this has force brake mod and polyfill, and that's it. So no foams at all, just tape mod and polyfill. And I'm pretty happy with the sound. And as far as the switches, not sure yet. I'm still debating, but for now I'll use these switches for this board. I might change it in the future. As you could see, I have, I think here, the Gateron yellow with milky top. These are the Cherry MX Speed Silvers. And here, are these the Moon V2s? I can't see. Yeah, these are the Moon V2s. Yeah, Moon V2s. They were on the AKKO, but I received some, I received the London Fogs, so that's what I have in there. Some side note, with the AKKO London Fogs, when you buy, they are pre-lubed. So when you buy pre-lubed switches, in general, there will be inconsistencies, I think. And that's what I'm finding with the London Fog. So I have to, I guess, retune, I don't know what you call it, but open them up and fix some of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to go through the whole set to fix it, but I guess I'm just going to go with a case-by-case basis, because the Gateron yellows, the RGB Speed Silvers, they're unlubed. So I'm going through the process of lubing them, and it's going to take a while, as I think you guys all know. So the Monsgeek M1 is a very good entry level or budget custom mechanical keyboard, if you want to call it that. With its price offering of $99 US for an aluminum case, that is very hard to ignore. The shortcomings of the board will teach a beginner of the mods that are sometimes or maybe oftentimes required in a budget or entry-level custom keyboard. But I would highly recommend this to anyone starting on the hobby. So to continue, the stock stabs on this board, which I believe are AKKO screw-in stabs, are not the best. I've had problems tuning the spacebar. I'd be able to tune it, but in my case, it keeps on ticking. And then when I fix it or tune it, it will come back after a day or two. So it was very frustrating. The backspace, enter, and shift stabs were okay. I think this will require to be wholly modded, but I really don't want to do that. For me, if the stabs are good, it does not need wholly modding, but that's just me. I think in Doki's M1 build, he went with Durock V2s and used TX stabs. And this is what I have for my spacebar. I recently bought TX stabs and I think they're great. So far, I only had to tune it once and it has performed well after days. So I think from now on, I will go on with TX stabs. Not sure about Durock V2s. I also have some, or actually a set, and I'm reserving it for a future build. So we'll see about that. But I think the Durock V2s might be okay, but I don't know until I use it. I'm just planning to use it stock. Of course, I'm gonna lube it, but other than that, I don't plan to do any mods. I guess except butt plugging it. I think that's the term, but that's not really a mod because you're just putting in more lube into the butt of the, again, I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but yeah, adding more lube to the stabs to tune it. And I think that's a pretty common tuning step if there's a problem with your stabilizers. So yeah, I've decided to go with the TX. What I bought is the Rev 4, and I believe Rev 4, the improvements in housing and stem for better fitting of the wire, that's what was done, reduced wobble and reduced noise. So that's for the Rev 4, and I think a lot of enthusiasts like the TX stabs as well. They're not screw-in, they're clip-in to the PCB, but as long as they're as long as they're stable, doesn't move, it should be okay. And for this one, when I installed it, I did not encounter any problems. Sorry, there's a kind of like here and it annoys me, so I'm just gonna use this brush here. It's pretty good, or I like it. My wife bought it, and I'm gonna use it for my keyboards. So like I said, for this build, I have decided to go with the AKKO Jelly Blacks for now. I'm thinking of maybe spring swapping them because 50 grams is a bit light for me. But they're not bad. I just prefer 60 grams, 60 to 65 grams is my preference. Yeah, so in addition to making changes to this build, I also tried the Moon V2s on this board with the DCX white on block keycaps, but that was with I think that was with a layer of foam between the PCB and the FR4 plate. So it was talky because this, for me, these switches are quite talky. So yeah, they're deep sounding. As you saw from the start of the video, this is how it sounds. I'm gonna do another perhaps 30-second typing test at the end of this, but this is how the modifiers sound. Bottom row, I guess. So you can see these are the stacked stabilizers. They're not bad. And this is how the TX tabs on the spacebar sound. This one actually changed a lot, and these are with the PBTs. When I was using the DCX, the sound was a bit different. I'm not sure if I like it, but I think it's, I don't know how to describe it. A bit sharp, I guess, but yeah, so I think that's it for this week. I have some, I hope it arrives next week. I don't want to say it yet. I think it's going to be a surprise, I guess, but it is my first premium board. Let me just say that. So I'm very excited about it. Hopefully I get it next week, but it will require some work because the PCB is solder only, and I don't want to solder the switches on the PCB, so I'm going to mil-max it. So that's going to require some work, extra time, but I think long term I'll be happier if I do that instead of just soldering the switches directly on the board. So that's it for now. Thanks guys for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe and like. Until next time. Bye.